Yeah. Um, Apparently YouTube has a limit, right? And also apparently I was recording off of my headset here, whereas I thought I was recording off of my webcam. So that was really quiet for no particular reason. Um, but yeah, I was talking about taking this apart and putting it back together again. Um, yeah, that project was okay, but I made this. I found there was one big flaw in it, and that was something that I fixed in my next glove. Um, my next glove here is it's non-fingered because um, particularly when I made that, I realized the fingers became really constrained, and it was hard to even sometimes hold sword. So I made this one non-fingered, and this one's a bit different. That one was a 1 in 4 with like all my other stuff. This one I made it's a 1 in 6. Uh, well, yeah, I thought I changed it, but this is a 1 in 6 uh no fingers glove, and this leather grip. This is the most important thing that I've changed in my glove design. If I was to remake this glove, I would definitely just take out the bottom and put one of these in. What this does is when you're wearing that, your hand tends to get really soggy because the metal it doesn't absorb any of the sweat coming off your hand, so you just continually sweat into it, especially when it's plus 20 something, plus 30 something in Kelowna. So I I took this and I punched holes in a piece of leather that I traced my hand on, and it works pretty well. Uh, yeah, this one it's got a bit of a wrist guard here, and it's tighter because it's 6 in 1. And this one I pumped this out in probably like a few hours, not even, because the longest part was deciding if I was going to put this leather piece and where I was going to get this from. This leather piece is from a worker glove that the the uh, the teacher just had laying around because apparently nobody like makes left-handed gloves. So I got free leather off the gloves, and it's it's good. It's got no flexibility issues. I can open my hand all the way. Could probably play guitar with this. Of course, at the moment I don't have any arm protection here, but that could be solved with just like taking taking this and well, this was the arm protection and just like doing that. It wouldn't be hard to make arm protection for it. But yeah, so I made this glove. I realized something else that I needed. This glove is so thick because it has to go over all of these parts of my hand. So what I did is I took this and I cut, or I didn't cut it, but I just neglected this part right here that goes to the thumb, and so that I can it's not like so deep that I can't slip my hand in, and you see it can tighten over here. It can it can tighten up here, so then the glove sits straight with your hand, and it's less likely to bulge up like the other glove did, which also improves the maneuverability and keeps you from jingling like that. When I run up the stairs, it sounds like somebody's got bells and they're like. Anyway, yeah, I've been over that. Uh, and then when I was first learning how to do box mail, well, box mail is it's a simple 4-in-1 pattern, but instead of being brought out like into a sheet, it's wrapped so that it turns into a necklace. And this is the first necklace I made. It's thick. It's not very likely to break. Actually, I made another one before this, but it was bigger, and it I challenged somebody to break it, and they pulled it. just pulled it and it broke. So I've got this one that that just simply is working. A thing to note with doing thick chain like this is the same chain. Like these are the same links that are on that on that first glove that I showed. The second glove had it's not the same as these ones, but it's close. This has got a little clip on it because I can't find a normal jewelry thing. Although this isn't really jewelry, it's more of like a rope or something. If you were to make a rope out of this, it would be it would be pretty badass rope. Another thing I made, which is something that I actually wear most of the time, I made it with Chris, is this wristband that I made here. It's pretty much as metal as you can get, etc. And what I did is I got a piece of leather off of somebody's like gauntlet or something that they didn't want, and I basically made just a straight. This is a 4-in-1 pattern, but it looks weird because it's called snakeskin, and it's a thick one and a thin one, so it just looks like it's basically just one. But really, there are like little thin ones. The little thin ones are. Oh no, this isn't the smallest one. These ones are the same as the ones on here. Yeah, it's on this glove. It's these ones. The little ones are the same, and then the middle ones are the same as on this glove. I don't know the sizes anymore. I don't really care. I never did. I knew them by I knew them by what they look like. Yeah, so I just put some buttons on there, so they just like clip together. And if it gets caught in something, it easily just comes off. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite pieces. I wear it pretty much all the time, and it can be changed to the size you want if I was to get fat. But the last thing that I've got is this necklace that I wear pretty much all the time now that after I made it, and it's a little janky chain that looks more jewelry like, and then on the end of it I encased, you won't be able to see it, oh you can kind of see it, I encased a D20. Oh, here's a light. Oh crap. I encased a D20 in here. You can't really see it anyway, but you can kind of see like the orangish color, and it's the D20 isn't actually completely encased in here. It's not like wound in. It's actually just free sitting in there, but the tension on the chain pattern on here is keeping the D20 from. I don't think I could ever get it out without taking the chain apart. And what I did is I put a big thick link through the back, one of the links from that chainmail ball, and then I did the really thin links and then the normal links until I got to the top, and it just turned out that the round pattern ends up so that it curls up on itself. And in this case, it curled up on itself just enough to get the ball stuck, or the dice stuck. So this is my GM dice. This is my you don't get a choice, I roll 20s dice. I think after this I'll do one on my gaming addictions. But yeah, I wear this all the time. Get many stares for it because normally you don't see this big thick like die thing on it. This big thick circle, and most people probably just think it's bling, but then realize I look like a nerd or something. So this is my favorite piece of a chain that I wear every day. So at the moment I don't have, well, I have a couple other things like some swirly chain, but that stuff doesn't really matter. I'm out of time, so 1 second.